So, yeah. 13.0. I don't know. This thing makes no sense to me. Honestly. I have to constantly reboot this. But anyway, I'll be right back so we don't get copyright flagged. I hate it too, so don't feel bad. Well, I do have another way for us to enjoy this fully, but I'm also waiting on an order, which is supposed to be an hour. So looking at. Also drinking a Coke Zero. But I hope you guys are doing well. I honestly constantly just I don't know. I just have to be completely honest that yeah, it's been crazy. So anywho, I gotta take care of that. And one more calculon. What the crap? Hang on. What is that? Well, that's not gonna be right. Hang on a minute. Yeah, that's fine, I guess. But that's all completely wrong. But anyway, wait a minute. 14. What the crap? Huh? What the? Anyway. So, we are absolutely going to take on the boss in this episode. I have found that if I save state and then just quit the game, that also helps too. But the problem is, though, that if I do that, which I have no problem with it personally, but if I bring it back up, and while we're minutely trying to absolutely record this, I couldn't post this to YouTube because, it would be copyright flagged. So there's no way in hell I could do that. I mean, I could show you it, but then I'd have to go through the whole process of trying to, well, maybe I shouldn't do that, unless I turn down the volume, which I could do that, but I'd rather have it up so that, just in case you can't hear me. Pretty much, we should be able to take on this guy, no problem. So, there's also another reason why you need to be level 16 as part of the 100% part of the game, but anyway. So we actually have to come down here, and you might as well take a look and see what's going on here. That this looks absolutely nothing, and I mean literally nothing like a castle. I don't even know how to begin. I mean, maybe it comes somewhat closer to it at some point, but, Anyway, I'm going to go down here. And, yeah, we're going to be doing some crazy things. Castle of Toran. Alright, and I hate that name for very another reason I'll get into later. Looks like this one's the boss. So, yeah. What's crazy about this fight, now, I'm going to go ahead and save state here anyway. And, I'm not going to do that there. But there's a reason why I'm doing this. So, what you don't want to do, I don't think I've ever shown this, don't ever use this. This is why it's completely useless against bosses. At least as far as I know of, anyway. So, just go ahead and do this, this, and this. But this will definitely... Yeah, it does nothing to that dark dragon. It does nothing, but then it'll just do this. Yeah, that's something you don't want to happen. Even though that it's going to happen anyway, Yeah, anyway, so let's go ahead and I'm going to fight this dragon. What you want to do is you want to attack, use him to use Clone Rune, use her to use Firestorm, and just attack, and only use healing when you need to keep up your health. So we should be okay. This fight is going to be the official first boss we've actually had to fight. Well, actually, no, not the official one. The second fight, but this one has to do more with destiny than it was, whatever. Okay, so now is the time to start healing up everyone. So I'm going to go ahead and use this on Gremio. And let Gremio use, I'm going to use Mega Medicine. No, I'll save that. Put that on him. And I'm going to put this on you, and I'll have you use that on you, and I'm going to use this on you. And there we go. I always have at least one person attacking anyway. Good. You dodge, which is not very often that they dodge. I mean, whether they're down like that or not. So we can actually attack now that we actually have a moment here. I'm actually going to have him on healing status because we need to keep everyone at maximum strength here. Yeah, I'm going to do that, and I'm going to have you attack, and we should be good because we're actually pretty much at full strength here. So we're good. Yeah, I wish we had more of those, and of course you hit that guy. There we are, and there you go. That more than made up for it, I guess. Well, actually, no, it really didn't. Never mind. So, I'm going to have you attack now, and I'm going to have you use a medicine on him, and I'm going to have him use Clone Rune. Have her use Flaming Arrows, and you, and you. So, yep, the only time we need to use up Cure stuff is if we're getting low on HP. And I'll have to probably wind up doing that as soon as he starts using some other things. And there you go. I don't know what HP it is. I don't bother with that still unless I can actually scan them. So don't ask me. I will never reveal what I don't know. I'm not going to bother to look it up either. I don't care. It's something that I just don't get into. So, but in case you ever wonder why I don't post nothing, because I don't care. It's not my thing. I think it's time I used a Mega Medicine on you. And I think I'm going to have you attack. And you can use Mega Medicine on yourself, I guess. Yeah, use Flaming Arrows. No, wait. You need to heal up. For sure. Okay, so you're going to use that on yourself. You're going to use this on yourself. And you're going to attack. Oh, you dirty coward. Okay. So if I do this again, I'm going to go ahead and use that on you. And yeah, alright. I'll just do it again. Yep. And then, boom. I should have made sure that I healed him up, but either way, it doesn't really matter. Oh, I did. Oh, no! He used the one thing I don't like. Yeah, I think he's almost gone. So I'm going to go ahead and use... I guess I'll use a medicine on you. And I'll have you attack. You'll be fine. Medicine on this guy. And you can use medicine on yourself. Attack. Not again! Oh, I should have been more wary of that. Okay, you. I guess it's time you use the Mega Medicine on yourself. And you can use a Mega Medicine on yourself. Mega Medicine on yourself. No, I'll use a medicine on you. Cleo needs to use, obviously, that. Jeez. Okay, so I'll use a medicine on you. And I'll have you attack. Please don't fire again! Oh no, now somebody's gonna die. I knew it. I'll be back. Hang on. Alright, zombie dragon. Let's see if I can't pull this off without anything here. Well, let's go ahead and use our firestorm. Use you, and you. There we go. I just keep using Clone Rune. Of course you would use that. Like the loser drewbag of you that you are. So, yeah, okay. Now I gotta use this on you. And I'll use that on you. Defend. And I'll use that on you. Zombie dragon. Okay, so if I use it on me, I'll do this again, Clone Rune, and Firestorm, and you should use that, and you should use probably this, just in case. Okay. Nice. Just gotta keep up the good attacks here, so. Okay, Gremio. Just keep attacking. You'll be fine. Now I gotta use the medicine on you. And I've pretty much used flaming arrows at this point. You know what would be good is if I actually unlocked her third tier spill, but, you know, whatever. That would have actually been even more potent. But even 3 of them is pretty good for this, whatever they call them. I forgot them now. But anyway. Yeah, I think I'm going to go ahead and I'll attack. You know what? Yeah, I'll attack and I'll have you. There's a medicine on you. Yep, Clone Rune. And I'll put flaming arrows on. There we go. Should be not a problem. Yeah. Okay, so I think it's almost gone. Of course you hit me, but that's alright. That's good. I'm glad you did, because really, I'd rather you hit me than somebody else. Let's see, I'm going to have you attack. Have you use a medicine. And I'm going to have you use flaming arrows again. There we go. There we are. And of course you did. If I go ahead and use this on you, have you attack, you use Clone Rune, no, not defend, I want flaming arrows, Well, you'd attack and you'd attack. Hopefully he's not gone by now. I couldn't tell you. All I know is he'll go. Okay. There it is. Yes, we won, and we got escaped through it all without having to worry about somebody absolutely dying. I hate that when that happens because that screws somebody out from experience points when they could use it. Anyway, we just need everybody to stay strong anyway, and everybody's just about around 18, 17. Doesn't really matter. That's what you get for acting big, even after you are dead. I thought it made some sense there. Then you apostrophe RE. I hate that crap. Look the fog. Looks like this one was creating the fog. There, now the castle's ours. How about giving it a name? Southern talk. Good idea. How about Dragon Castle? How about White Castle? We should definitely call it Killer Castle. Actually, no, we shouldn't. I admit that I have used a name on a castle, but this one here is not going to fit it. I mean, unless I go call it Killard's Castle, maybe. But anyway. What name do you like, young master? I think we are going to call it... Well, now the stupidest thing is, it's dumb that okay, it's not dumb that you can name your own castle, but what's dumb about it, that even though you do, I'm just going to spoil this for you. It's not going to spoil the game, anything like that, but, like, literally, I kid you not, in the next game, it doesn't, even at the end of the game, it doesn't even refer to it as that. It just says Torin. Went from Castle of Torin to Torin Castle. That's stupid. Really. I can't let that go. I don't care if it's whatever. Like, if they... I hope and pray. And I really don't like to pray very often for something like this. Especially, whatever. But if they've redone this game and retitled it, I hope that if it came with the title... when you can rename it, or that it doesn't come with that stupid name, Torin. And I don't have a problem with the name Torin itself, but why can't it be like, if you have a option to choose differently, why is it that it can't stay that way instead of being something else? That's just stupid. Why even have the name option if you can't choose what you want? If I wanted to put the F word in there, or whatever the hell I want to, then by God, it should be like that. Not, well, it's just going to be what it is. Like you're forced to do with it. No. I'm going to name it anyway. I don't give a damn, okay? I don't give a crap if it says it anyway. I'm still going to want to name it that way, even if it doesn't get referenced that way. Because I feel that it's that way, that I don't care. You're not going to deter me from putting what I want on here. Hell no. So, let me think here. What should I name this? I don't know. I don't think Dragon Castle would be correct because there was no dragons here except for a zombie dragon. So I could even call it bitch if I wanted to, but I don't want to do that. Yeah, alright. We'll put in an old name that I don't use anymore. For reasons I won't get into. Yep, I'm just putting it in there. That's the shortest thing I know of that will actually fit. It's for a name of the castle anyway. And by the way, just so you know for the record, in 3 there is no naming any characters, but you get to name the Flame Champion. Oops, I spoiled that. Well, it's kind of a damn thing anyway, you might as well know. Yep. It's good enough to me. What do you mean, no? I said yes. DVD Campy, very nice. Let's go with that name. Very slick, Grimill. Grimill didn't come with it, it's mine. My idea. I don't know. There it is again, not Castle of Torrent, it's Castle of DVKMP, stupid a-hole. Anyway. Congratulations, Commander. That's why I say that, because he says Commander. Anyway, Killard. Let's designate this day the New Liberation Army's Founding Day. Why is there a possibly there? Great idea. Let's have a banquet tonight. Hey, what about my money? Don't be a boy, young lady. We'll think about that later. And there she is. Lady Licknet. It's been a long time, Killard. You have finally chosen your own path. I have brought you some gifts. One of them is this. Please accept it. This is the stone tablet of promise. Your true power comes from colleagues with whom you share your ideals. So go and find fellow soldiers in arms. The names of your new friends will be carved into the tablet. The other gift is... Yeah, I like this guy. A lot of people don't like him. I don't understand. Been a while. Remember me? I'm Luke. I always thought it was Luck, but anyway. Lady Licknet's #1 apprentice. His power should be used to the Liberation Army. Yeah, you might think it's a girl, but it's not. It's a guy. So don't get it confused and twisted like I did. Yeah, I made the mistake of that. I openly admit it. I'm not going to apologize because that's the past. I've already said I'm sorry. Anyway. Yep. Killard, history has only just begun to move. Keep your spirits high. Let us meet again someday. Yep. So, and then we get told again. And so I'll be joining you. Hope you don't mind. Of course not. I always could use your power. I'm absolutely sure that Lady Licknet just got rid of a troublesome bird. No, she didn't. I don't really understand the point of this dialogue because it's not really troublesome. Otherwise, she... Okay, you'll know what I'm talking about later on in the series. Yeah, I guess so. Commander, Killard, the vessel is now in our position. Now is the time to find some recruits, Commander. In other words, recruit fellow comrades in arms. A fellow by the name of the Plant lives in the town of Kuan. Let's recruit him. He's sure to be useful. Commander. So, yeah. Anyway. Good morning, young master. Did you sleep well? It's not much of a place, but home is where the heart is. That's true. When you are ready, let's go to Master of Matthew's Papers. I like seeing it better. I don't care what you say. Instead of apostrophe. Anyway, hate that damn thing. We must consult him regarding this fellow Plant. So, yes. Unfortunately, this character is not much more useful than in 2. It's unfortunate, but that's the way it is. You might as well know that right now. Sorry to spoil it, but yeah, there it is. So, we are there. We can't actually sleep here. Just so you know, only story-wise lines does ever let us actually sleep in our own bed. That's bloody crazy. Matter of fact, I haven't seen not one game so far where you can sleep in your own bed to absolutely rest, even for free. Anyway. Good morning, Commander Killard. Did you get good night's sleep? Let's get right down to business. The Plant is in the township of Kuan. He's a man who honors friendship. If you tell him that you come with my introduction, he's sure to join up with you. Yeah, I don't know about that. Hey, Killard, you're taking me along, of course, right? Master Killard, I'll come along too. Of course. I can always hear you guys. Who else will you take, Commander Killard? Well, considering that we don't really need anybody special, I guess I could take, I'll take you. Yeah, I'll take care of the rest of them later. So I'm not sure, but anyway. So there are definitely a few recruits that are completely optional I would like to go ahead and get. So yeah. Now that it's out of the way, that's the 100% I had to talk about. I didn't want to spoil. So yes, I had to keep my lips sealed. I told you I'd talk to you about it later. The difference is that since this is not the 100% run, it doesn't really matter if I do them or not. But it does to me because it feels right. So, it's not gonna ever really exactly resemble a castle. When do you plan on paying me what you owe? Well, Camille, if you're interested, I don't know what to tell you. So there are a few recruits I will go ahead and do. And since this, I can't wait for a certain item to come into place, but anyway. This thing, which is not very all that in, anyway. So, yeah, so if you missed out on the treasures, you're pretty much screwed, because you can't go back in there. So that's why it's one of those dungeons you actually have to loot. So, yeah, I'm glad I did, because it was worth it. Either way, I'm not going to worry about such and such, but I will, because there are rooms that we need to take care of. That's also another reason why I took, well, it doesn't matter, you should take at least a character with one empty slot anyway. So if I go, yeah, this is where I want to go. So there's somebody we can go talk to if you want to, and it's him. Say, aren't you, I'm in serious trouble thanks to you. You took away Tai-Ho, my best customer. So if you get lucky when you get out of that castle, after you beaten it, conquered whether you got rid of the dragon, doesn't happen very. In fact, I don't think I've ever, except for one time, and that was it, where I can recruit that guy. He means absolutely nothing to me, but this guy does. I mean, not that it doesn't mean to me anything at all, but anyway. Listen to me. I happen to be an inventor. After much hard work, I came up with an amazing invention, something that would impress even the dwarves. But none of the castle keepers understand what a wonderful invention it is. What is it, you ask? It's called an elevator. Yes. What? You are the leader of the Liberation Army? Of course I'll help you. Liberating invention needs a liberated world. So yeah, Sergei joins. So about him, there's actually, they really confused the storyline too much about a few things here. One of them is who invented the actual, the elevator. We'll get more into that into the next game. So, there's that first guy. I'll go ahead and go up here and recruit someone else that I really don't need to do, but it's so I don't have to go shopping as much. So, I didn't mean to bribe that monster, but it doesn't really matter now that there's a let go feature. I should have just let go, but I accidentally went over. Sometimes that can happen with sensitive controls as well. What are we looking at for time? 28 minutes. That ain't nothing. So let's talk to you. Howdy, I'm Chandra, just an idle peddler. Liberation Army sounds like fun. Okay, leave it to me. I've got medicine, serum, anything you need. Yep. There you go. Okay, let's have a look at this castle of yours. Yep. I recruited him. Now, there's somebody else I want to recruit before I recruit another character. So, there's actually quite a few characters I'm going to be recruiting. So, yeah. But, even though we're not doing a 100% run, there'll be characters I'll be skipping out on. So, even though there is one I always like to have, which is not exactly easy to get, especially if you do it early on. But that's in the next area. There's another area we can't get to, but it involves this area. So, what we're going to do is, we're not going to even speak. There's another character I'm not going to bother with right now, but I will go ahead and get this guy. So, anyway. What? On Sensuke, an Esper on Bass. Yes, we do want him. Good. Join you? Sure, I'll come along. Nice. So, there are steps you may have noticed in here. Well, I can't talk about that right now. So, it's unfortunately involves something else that can only happen randomly. So I don't know. Are you a member of the Liberation Army? A boss Mace used to say, "A sound body is the same as a sound mind. When the world is twisted, so are people's minds. Please let me join the Liberation Army so I can help straighten out people's minds." Of course, I wouldn't mind doing that. Thank you very much. Let's be on our way to DVD KMP Castle. So yes, we actually want him. We don't have to, but yeah. Oh, okay. I remember that it would actually make us come out in there, but yeah, it gets replaced by somebody else. Not that we need to worry about that right now. So, anyway. Now, there's somebody else we could recruit, but I ain't worried about him. So now, I don't... There's going to be one character I'm going to decide not to get. But a lot of these characters are going to be ones we have to get, unfortunately. Even though it's like, some of them are like optional, but you have to get them anyway. You don't have a choice in the matter. But, you know, now this one here I actually want to get. Really? You own a castle now? Then let me join you. Of course I'm not a warrior, but I can give your soldiers... What the hell is that? Anyway, a bowl of soup when they're tired. When they are tired, please kill her. Yes, we definitely want her. Good. Let me prepare to move. Yep, Marie joins. Now she can also go over there and take a bath if she wants to. Again, no such thing as a shower, so... unless they program that in the game somewhere that we'll never be able to even see. Not that we need to really see anybody taking a shower specifically, but, you know, as far as it actually seeing a shower in this game, no. Anyway. So, my life is devoted to cooking, but I don't have my own restaurant yet. I wish there would. Okay, yeah, so that guy is going to be very important. So, there's this character, I think, yeah, there's a character in there I'm going to go ahead and skip out on. Not that it matters. I can either do that or skip out on another one. It doesn't really matter. So, actually, I probably will just skip out on a few characters because I don't really care about them that much. Not to say I don't care about them at all, but as far as, like, especially since I'm not doing the 100% run. 100% run means I have to recruit each and every character, whether it's optional or not, which a lot of them are not going to be optional. Some of them will be like, oh, they're optional, but, you know. And I'll show you what I mean, because there's another person that'll be coming up that'll be look familiar coming up. And I'm not going to tell you who, that would be a spoiler. I've already kind of spoiled it, but I'm trying to spoil it vaguely. Anyway. So, anyway, now we're going to go ahead and recruit this guy, so that, you know, for whatever reason. Well, if it isn't Killard, still remember the sick fighting lessons I gave you? Heard about you, Killard. You're leading the Liberation Army. No, I'm not criticizing you. It's the path of your own choosing. Nevertheless, what will Teal think? Alright, I'll Kai here will join you. A master stick fighter is that as good as 100 men. Ha ha ha. And of course, he automatically joins as soon as you talk to him. So you don't really have to get an option to really choose there. I forgot all about that, to be honest with you, until I started talking to him. So, that should about do almost all the recruits in this area. There is one more that if you're actually at a certain level, I should point out, because I have done this, believe it or not, at a certain level I'm recruited her. I've been told that, because yes, I unfortunately had to look it up, and get a little bit spoiled as far as the 100% run goes. And it was... like, you have to have a level 2 or 3 castle. No, you don't. Believe me, I know how to do this. It's just a certain level you need to be if you want to get her before that. So, but anyway. This character right here. There's also this cat here that you may not know it, but it's important. But it's not really that important. You know, I like cats and dogs, whatever, it doesn't really matter. There's also this character over here is important, but in order to get her, we got to have another character. Yeah, you might as well know. Some characters are going to be have to be done in such a way that, well, you know. Also, what you don't want to do is take the boat over there most of the time, because there's a point in the game that, let's just say it completely messes it up for you if you do it before you get all 100 stars. 100, yeah. You might as well know. All 108 stars of Destiny, but we're not going to do that. Even though I can spoil it all I want to now that we've gotten to the point where it says 100%. So I'm going to go ahead and see if I can talk this guy. Okay, so, okay. I thought he would say something by now, but it doesn't really matter. So, there's also something that's very important. Two things that will make this much easier for us, but unfortunately, well, actually, I take that back. There's three things, but either way, we're not going to get into that. So, there is something else I could go ahead and get out of the way, but, you know, I'm also going to go ahead and save just in case. That way I don't have to go through the game all over again. So, that way if I need to do it, you know, before it's too late, I can do that, you know. So, we're going to go to a few places. And then we'll call this an episode. So, yeah, there's just, like I said, there's a few recruits I would like to have. Now, there's a reason why we're getting the, even though that a lot of our characters are going to be already at level 5 maximum, not the penultimately maximum. There you go. Imperial Soldier, this is General Militia's domain. You may not land without permission. Well, excuse me. Anyway. But there's also another character I'm not going to get, and especially these guys over here. There's going to be some characters over here that we could get, but we have to wait to a certain point in the game. And also, yeah. Who the hell are you? Liberation Army, never heard of you. Beat it. We run things around here. Yeah, we do. You probably do. Hi there. So these guys require some other characters that we actually have, but they also have to be at a certain level. And if you want to make a true advantage, you have to put at least the water rune on one guy, and with Tai-Ho, yes, he needs to have the wind rune. But you don't have to have it. I've always kind of found it, because that's how I was able to take advantage of it and do it, but they have to be at least level 40 of all things, or lower if you're lucky enough, but you have to be at least a certain level anyway. And then there's the idea that if you want to truly beat them, you have to be at least level 40 anyway. So, yeah. But unfortunately, that'll take us some time, so we got to go in here, and we'll go back out again. Yeah, look at this guy. Welcome, welcome. Take a look at this. Isn't it wonderful? Yes. Now, you may be wondering about this place. You can't go back. You can't go downstairs with the elevator. Unfortunately, there is no B1 or B2. I mean, for its game, it's kind of acceptable since it's kind of the first one in its deal. It's supposed to be a Japanese version on, I think, Super Nintendo or whatever. But I never saw it. So you can actually do this or just go up the stairs. I really prefer the elevator. So it's easier on people's backs anyway. Some people, they prefer stairs. So here's our very first guy right here. Now we're going to talk to him. Welcome to the hardware store. I always wanted to say that. So anyway, now he's got everything we could use for medicines and stuff. Now, as far as equipment goes, well, we'll have to talk about that later. So, but, however, there is this over here. Now, you might be wondering what this is for. I can't tell you that. You just have to let the game tell you that. And not only that, because yes, we do get to do tours, and we will be doing that. There's also some other characters that are going to be showing up. Here's our first Smith, even though it matters not. We'll probably find that characters we're going to have to level up to there. See, now you might be wondering what this is all for, too. Can't tell you that. That'd be a spoiler. But, as well, since we actually have the elevator, it actually unlocks something. Even though it doesn't do anything for the... There's something about the bath that we'll have to worry about later on. So, the more you do of recruitments, the more, as well, you will be able to unlock. And also, you have to have the elevator guy anyway to even do this. So, right now, the top floor is the second floor. And you may as well know this, even though it's kind of a spoiler, but the only way you can even see this is up here. First of all, secondly, it will disappear. I don't know why, but it doesn't really matter since we don't need to go back there for any reason. So, I guess it just kind of gets sealed up, even though that we don't, And you won't be able to see those monsters anyway ever again. Unfortunately not. Some of them maybe. But anyway, let's go ahead and go talk to... let's go ahead and use this elevator. And we'll go to the first floor. Like I said. And then we'll go back, and then in the next episode, we'll try and get some more characters. See, like right now, you must be tired. Get plenty of rest. So, and, yeah, by the way, it does eat up a little bit of gold whenever you do this. However, in 2, you might as well know this is kind of a spoiler, but what they do is it really doesn't make up with the fact of what's going to happen in that game. I can't talk to you about until we get to this other character that we got to get. It's very important that we get him anyway. But yeah, what it does is that it doesn't charge you. So even at your own inn, which is pretty awesome, I would say. But like I said, there's a lot of good things. It's actually much better in 2 than there is in 1. And there's more better things in this one than there is in 2. So, well, we'll get into that next time. Or actually, I'll get more into that since it's actually more of an advanced system than this is. I'll get into that when we get to Suikoden 2. Until then, later.